How do you like my faction accessories? Do they make me look handsome or too handsome?
What nature heedlessly assembled and thusly rebettered it.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty-wasp. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report? Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. And he wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities. Attitude like that will take you far around here. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
I hope you're enjoying your time on The Undisputed Claim, brought to you by Auntie's Choice.
Welcome to Head Office Tower.
Stop all your moving and shaking, go-getters. I have news you need to know right now. The Space Rift has undergone a sudden and rapid intensification in size and vigorousness. And not in a new and improved bigger is better kind of way. Our own VP of Product Development, Dirty Hewitt, can attest to that. Auntie's right-hand VP was nearly killed by the Rift while on a business trip, acting as our duly delegated representative for
Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based on.
fashion worthy of a wireless cereal, such as our own corporate fixers for hire. Times. Now back to the news. We're hearing scuttlebutt that the smaller rifts across Arcadia are getting an angry look about them. Probably nothing to worry about. Panic is not a profitable response. He is certain someone will solve this little rift dilemma, turning a potential liability into an asset. Think of the potential, then submit your
Worship bits, but because of the system's
Now, on to other things. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum.
serious effort.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
At Auntie's choice, there is no freedom without freedom of choice. And you need all 10 flavors of Spectrum vodka in order to be free.
Every autonomous consumer needs both Borscht, and I can't believe it's not Borscht.
Can you truly say you are liberated without frozen, dried, smoked, and canned salt tuna fillets?
Be free, everyone!
Be free with Auntie's choice.
Okay, back to business. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Weapons prime!
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Investigating hostile intention. Enemy spotted. Combat and scan.
Can't live without.
Opting for caution.
The stamen
You
of a
think
typical
too much.
Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most plants and many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe
fight
for
contentment.
eye, goop lung, post-nasal flooding, and
Hostilities are afoot. Holding out a hostile.
Falderall's mollifying demulcent.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics.
Fine. Let us proceed.
This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work?
You're tuned to
Report
wireless
them for
free
mental
Arcadia.
refreshment
The best
post-haste.
things with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. An important update regarding the attack on Outpost Opportunity. The Order of the Ascendant's claims have been proven correct. They were, in fact, not.
Paradigm
immersive. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The alarm of the paradigm. To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts. All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail, and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections. I'm head refresher cool, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. What do you say? Goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
That was nice to tap on the old brain pan.
Greetings, subject. Or should I say, refreshed to be.
Assuming by your silence, that's okay. Lovely.
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
This is all a mite strange, but perhaps we should play along.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Our intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions to amply delineate your phreноmetric matrix. A baseline understanding of your character and background will assist our facilitators in determining the ideal regimen necessary to abrade any perceived personality irregularities. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
It's bubblegum slims, try bubblegum slims today. Ba-doo-wop, ba-yada-ba, ba-doo-wop.
Mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Classic Waters Wellnetarium. Is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually, each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead. Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of query 3. Do you ever fall prey to unacceptable? A final query. How How would your neighbors describe unsatisfactory? The form 200. Out now. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Fish restorative elixir. Additional health benefits. None of the delicious taste.
I could tell you were in need of mental refreshment. I possess a particularly keen eye for such things.
Right. Moving on. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly.
You'll feel ever so much better once you're
refreshed. So refreshed. Mental.
Try to blend in. Act like a neutered, brain-dead lunatic. Just be yourself.
Greetings. Hello. My name is Abigail, and I am realigned with the paradigm. Head Refresher Gould says his recorded lectures are key to thinking approved thoughts. He tells us what to think and what thoughts are unsanctioned. It's also very helpful. That, a restorative cocktail of pharmaceuticals, and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity device can abrade all imperfections. Only internally, I'm afraid. You should speak to Refreshment Facilitator Tilden in the lecture hall. Why, it's right outside Head Refresher Gould's office. He'll schedule you an appointment. Just follow the signs to the lecture hall. Refreshment is inevitable.
A perfect society demands perfect
Predicament dispensement.
Oh,
As concluded
hello.
for today.
Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon. No, I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try. Wait, I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say. May you realign.
Predicament dispenser has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a...
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is a yawn.
No talking until the lecture's over.
Is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the consul would say, At its base, humanity unguided is cravenly, inept, and slothful. We of the Protectorate are not, because we do not allow ourselves to be. The paradigm charts our course, gives us purpose. The console is the firm hand that guides us. Mental refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient, perfect. And thus we enjoy amity, luxury, and resplendence. The system provides, the system abides.
Whole lot of meaningless blather. Standard Protectorate fare.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, noting dire self-diagnosis and ably displaying I am responsible. Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet, farewell statement. May refreshment soon render...
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now. I was once a victim of imperfect thoughts. Oh, I had so many questions. But my questioning days are long gone. Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again. You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly. I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive. Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security. How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas. You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand. You'll feel...
They're just handing out keys to anyone around here, aren't they? Mental refreshment really cleans out your common sense. Like an enema for your gray matter.
Don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services.
Hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. That's the sound of
Hostile in proximity.
to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand-make my own luck. Don't follow the herd. Eat Purpleberry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and...
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
A get-up-and-go-getter.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
The following is a special selection from the all-seeing conversation of Auntie's inspirational origins.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Have you any tips for a bottom runner who's lost on the continent? I tried my best to urge her, but I couldn't for the version. So all full of confidence,
You are the raw material for perfection. From the moment subject to the most exalted
The old corporate thinking. Child, take it straight from me. This term, self-care, makes you 110%. Everything.
Enemy moving into harm's way. From
Could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a protectorate subject, are you? I see it now. You possess the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
This one's gray matter still appears to be functional, which probably means they're in charge.
Well, out with it. Who are you?
Now our underlings are grinning, and upper runners are winning. So shortly, you and I will all get rich.
Oh, outrageous. Suppose I should call the guards, but my, this presents a rare opportunity to hone my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly, speak plainly. Ah, for one of our adversaries, I'm sure. I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner. There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
If all else fails, kill the bastards.
I believe the compliment cancels out the insult here, or vice versa. At any rate, carry on.
A clear example of a life to avoid, yes? That's what happens when you get big ideas. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? Their manipulations are crude, if not efficacious. The sugar-filled rubbish they consider food sounds truly disgusting. And yet I do lightly crave it after hearing their adverts. But to what end? For only the shallowest of goals, making bits. We, on the other hand, have transcended the petty exchange of goods and services. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
There's no such thing as free advice, dear.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia.
People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. No, I haven't. And that seems a rather facile argument to make about a society that utilizes automechs to handle daily chores and labor. A low-hanging fruit, as it were. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? Her opinion to me would be largely irrelevant. While I appreciate all she did, of course, there are those who are visionaries and those of us who enact vision, who make it real. All right, fair enough. In that little battle of wits, one of us proved severely outmatched, and I'm not sure you're completely aware of which of us I'm referring to. I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess, though ultimately I'm not wholly surprised. Suppose that leaves one last thing.
Reach out for me!
We have an intruder!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
We shall stay therein.
You when there's no doubt. Faster won't keep you down and out. We say
all happy, contented, and others are not.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive. Strong observation, your sublime radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer! Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended. Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
I'll handle this. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Standing by to stupefy. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerable. Proceeding to attack.
Acid water is planetarium. Hero pressure gives you a special.
gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Doubted, their zeal never lagged.
Threat detected.
That's somebody? Wrecking basic
Ratcheting up
element!
my aggression.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities. Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today. We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting. Absurd nonsense about how the consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time. Preposterous! The consul and all the vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment, just go. Please, just leave us. Just leave. Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
Mobilizing.
Brooklyn.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant ready.
Replenishing.
I have a fix on the...
Restoring the balance.
Resorting to violence. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
Many of you are wondering, what is Auntie's choice? It's quite simple, really.
Auntie's Choice is a lawful entity formed under the legally binding Global Corporate Treaty of Versailles. Assets and existing authority for the express purpose of executing its fiduciary duties to its board of directors and to Auntie herself.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to shopping?
Now, upward and onward. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more
While there are
upbeat right about
many
now.
mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing.
On Old Towshetty Prime, a mile beneath the methanites, way down in the mine, some sugar lit a smoke, forgot the hatch was closed. The blast knocked off the miner's clock, but exposed the mother lode. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers.
You are the raw material.
Progress costs an arm and a leg, or sometimes even more. But that's what your auto top discount for.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
May you realign with the paradigm.
One recent fiscal year to kick workers into gear. Auntie asked for a new stem that keeps minds crystal clear. Test subjects worked all day, but they shit out all their gray. Presenting liftoff laxative, hooray! Bombs away! Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, sometimes even more. But that's what your auto doc discounts for. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Management regrets your loss, but hey, that's a win. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear wireless-free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. Never a dull news day around these parts. We got breaking bulletins coming out our posteriors at full burn. Yet recent events with unrealized potential bear repeat reporting. I'm talking about the Order Settlement of Newton, which not long ago got overrun by blood-crazed cultists Glorious Dawn in typically violent fashion. Couldn't have happened to a more uppity clutch of eggheads. Glorious Dawn can't be negotiated with. They worship rifts, while the Order considers rifts hazardous to our existence. Two conflicting philosophies that we can capitalize on. Just need some entrepreneurial risk-takers to help us suss out how, while we analyze the situation from a safe distance. Now, on to other things. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't make me feel at home. Don't want to do no whooping. All I want to do is swallow. Here's a
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
I'm realizing paradise.
Refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid waters, wellness areas here on Crater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Unscheduled walk-in.
Our thrusters. We don't waste time slow roasting some fancy holy cow wet mignon. No, sir. We crack open crude tin on the Borswurst. That's right. Instant soft serve feral pork paste to boost productivity. recapping. Time is ready. Back to the floor. Snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's
Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
Grab a can today.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. We take a moment to fill these airwaves with a reminder. Spyreton is a keystone component of our archive reacquisition initiative on Cloister. This space is the gateway to the archive. Occupying it would get our boot back in the door. Unfortunately, that door is currently locked and bolted by the Protectorate. We held the archive once. With a little proactivity and possibly some outsourcing, we can do it again. Taking Spyreton is just one step in the process. Participation is mandatory.
The console provides the system of a...
Now, on to other things. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or gut. That last selection has been scientifically proven to increase productivity, improve morale, and soothe all manner of mental malady in the listening workforce. At least in the lab. Not responsible for night sweats, abnormal bone growth, or prolonged glossolalia. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Shake a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret. When you drink purple berry tequila, make the most of what you earn. Take a ride on that purple worm. When you drink purple berry tequila.
Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Oh, child, I think that tram has long since cleared the station.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had. Let's not be hasty. I mean, can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies? I had no choice, Aza. You were the perfect candidate when the consul tasked me to start the Dawn.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The consul feared he was too weak. I see that Aza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life? If you have issue with the nature of humankind, perhaps you should take it up with the Grand Architect.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold. You are always so willing to accept even the most specious of arguments. I can only hope your luck has run its course and the remaining sentinels are able to put you down. Your death would put me back in the consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Dear, you really must try to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to effectively inflicting pain before eliminating a target. You'll wear yourself out.
What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response.
To sweet meats, lungs to hearts. They use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hot sand, ribs to bits. Meat, fishes, beans we make for bits. It's not the worst unless it's worst.
Imbeciles! How did you let Aza get this far? Stop her! She means to assassinate me!